Well, happy Friday, everybody, and we survived another week of classes in the fall semester. And in case you've missed me these past few weeks, my name is Stuart Huggins, and I am the student intern here at the Wesley Center in Chattanooga, and I am also the Director of Youth Ministries at St. John United Methodist Church. And I like to jump over here on Fridays and send you guys off on a safe and healthy weekend. So our DBRs for today are Psalm 105, verses 1 through 6, and also 23 through 26, 45b, Exodus 3:16 through 22, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, 7 through 12, Psalm 26, 1 through 8, Jeremiah 15, 1 through 9, and 2 Thessalonians 2 through chapter 2, 7 through 12 once more. So, as usual, you guys guessed it, I'm going to do a psalm again today. And I promise next week I will not do a psalm. I'm going to try to do a DBR that's not a psalm once a month. So I want to focus on Psalm 105 today. And that psalm says, "Give praise to the Lord, proclaim his name. Make known among the nations what he has done. Sing to him, sing praises to him. Tell of all his wonderful acts. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Look to the Lord in his strength. Seek his face always. Remember the wonders he has done, his miracles, and the judgments he pronounced. You, his servant, the descendants of Abraham, his chosen ones, the children of Jacob." All right, and I'm going to use my usual format of just breaking it down a few verses at a time. And this is going to be a little shorter because 1 through 6, I really just condensed all of them. So the story of Psalm 105. Some people kind of believe this was a shorter psalm at one point. This is kind of a longer psalm. And maybe the verse 5 is kind of where the psalm started. And then people maybe made it longer. So they put Isaiah 12, chapter 12, verse 4 as a new beginning to the psalm. Then they put 3 and 4, verses 3 and 4 to tell people to go to the house of the Lord, which is what we would call a church nowadays. And some people still call churches, houses of worship, and things like that. So this was a temple of Jerusalem. They believed that the Lord lived in it when he was not in heaven, which is his home, of course. Then the psalm started at verse 5, telling people to remember their story. And that started with Abraham and ended in this psalm when they came to their own country. So, Psalm 105, verses 1 through 6. So, in these 6 verses, the Lord is God is, of course, a specific name for the Lord. Okay, I know I say that every week, but it's kind of like an ongoing thing in the Psalms to repeat that. And so so his followers are the people who chose to love and obey him, and they are his servants, as Abraham was in verse 6. And he was their father or their forefather. This means that he lived long before them. But they were a part of his family even hundreds of years later. So the Hebrew words for Abraham, your father, means seed of Abraham. And this gave us a picture that the seed that Abraham planted became the country of Israel. So Jacob was Abraham's grandson. And the Lord chose Jacob, but did not choose his brother Esau. The 12 sons of Jacob and their children and grandchildren, and so on and so forth, became the people we call Israel. Israel was another name for Jacob, and the Bible often calls them the sons of Jacob. But they lived long after Jacob did. So today we call them Jews, but because Judah saw it as Judar, or say it as Judar, excuse me, is how the Hebrews would pronounce it as Judar instead of Judah, was the last name for their country in Scripture. So the word Lord in the verse at the start is a different word, but it means the same. It means God. So proud in verse 3 has a good meaning and a bad meaning. The bad meaning is this: proud people think that they are more important than they really are. The good meaning is we are proud or happy when something good has happened. When our football team, when the football team wins a game, right? We're proud that they won the game, and our school won the game, or our team won the game. The psalm tells us to be proud of God's holy name. So his name means everything about God. This includes the fact that he is holy, and this means that he has never done anything. He is so good that we don't feel afraid of him, right? So in verse 5, his miracles are the same thing that he did. They are the things that only God the Lord could do, and men could not do them. Jesus did many miracles as when he made the storm, quiet when he was on the boat with his disciples, and he gave life to the dead man Lazarus. Jesus could do this because he is God. But the miracles in Psalm 105 are the things that God did in Egypt and later. So they include the things that he did to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was the king of Egypt, and we call these things the 10 plagues, or the bad things. So that's kind of the condensed version of Psalm 105, and that's all I have for you guys today. So don't forget about Food for Thought tonight, and we'll be at the ice cream show on Walnut Street, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. Peace.